It defines genetic engineering as the artificial manipulation, modification, and recombination of DNA or other nucleic acid molecules. The purpose of this process is to modify an organism or a population of organisms. The historical development is the term genetic engineering initially encompassed various techniques for modifying or manipulating organisms through heredity and reproduction, including artificial selection, artificial insemination, in vitro fertilization, like test tube babies, cloning and gene manipulation in the latter part of the 20th century. Its definition narrowed to specifically referred to recombinant DNA technology or gene cloning, which involves combining DNA molecules from different sources, each either within cells or in vitro, and then inserting them into host organisms for propagation.
The term "gene" was used before the 1950s to describe the unit by which some genetic characteristic passed to the next generation, and in 1953, English chemist Francis Crick and American biologist James Watson created the DNA structure where each DNA has a pattern of codons amino acid arranged into a particular sequence to form proteins. Gene splicing is the process by which DNA fragments from different microorganisms are combined to create recombinant DNA. DNA that function within a host organism cell, and two significant techniques include gene transfer, which moves our gene from one source to another, and gene therapy, which corrects defective genes causing disease.
A scientist isolates a disease-resistant gene from a plant, uses enzymes to cut it out, insert it into bacterial plasmid, introduces the plasmid into bacteria, and reproduces the bacteria to create numerous gene copies. Plasmid, a small circular DNA molecule found in bacteria and some other microorganisms. Plasmids are physically separate from chromosomal DNA and can replicate independently. Vector, a vehicle used to carry genetic material, like a gene, into a host cell. Vectors can be biological or chemical. The purpose of a vector is to facilitate the introduction of a specific gene into a target cell, where it can be replicated or expressed. Host cell, once the gene is inside the host cell, it can be replicated, transcribed, and translated to produce a desired protein or effect. Enzymes used in gene splicing. Endonucleases. These restriction enzymes are a type of endonuclease widely used in molecular biology. They recognize and cut DNA at specific nucleotide sequences called restriction sites. Exonucleases. Enzymes that remove nucleotides from the ends of DNA strands. Exonucleases are used for DNA sequencing, DNA editing, and removing damaged DNA. Ligases, enzymes that join two DNA fragments together by forming a phosphodiester bond. This enzyme is essential for creating recombinant DNA molecules. 5' guanine, adenine, adenine, thymine, thymine, cytosine. 3' or EcoR1 restriction site, a specific nucleotide sequence on the DNA molecule that is recognized and cut by the restriction enzyme EcoR1. EcoR1 is enzymes make a staggered cut in the DNA sequence resulting in sticky ends.
So we have here RDNA products. So sa RDNA products, we have insulin. So ang insulin used to treat diabetes. Ang insulin ay isang hormone sa katawan na nag-regulate sa ating blood sugar. Ito ay galing sa pancreas or lapay, isang organ na makikita sa likod ng ating sikmura o stomach. Every time kumain tayo ng pagkain, tumataas ang blood sugars levels natin. Ang insulin ay parang susi sa pinto ng ating mga cells kung saan binubuksan ang pinto ng cells upang papasukin ng sugar mula sa dugo para magamit ng mga cells bilang energy source.
Kapag kulang ang insulin, hindi makapapasok ang sugar para sa mga cells. At kapag mataas ang blood sugar mo, ay maaaring magkaroon ka ng diabetes. So, we have here, let us read, produced by Genentech, first genetic engineering company founded by Robert Swanson and Herbert Boyer. So, the statement describes the genetic engineering of insulin by Genentech, the first genetic engineering company founded in 1976 by Herbert Boyer and Robert Swanson. In 1978, Genentech announced the production of genetically engineered human insulin, which was later approved by the FDA in 1982 as the first consumer GMO product. So, sa second bullet, obtains a copy of insulin gene can be from natural source of manufactured. So, ang isang genetic insulin ng tao ay nakukuha sa dalawang paraan. So, first is sa pamagitan ng pag-synthesize sa isang laboratorio gamit ang mga techniques like transcriptase sa mRNA o sa pamagitan ng paghihiwalay nito mula sa isang natural na pinagmulan, such as human pancreas cells or even from related species like rats, and this method are the first step recombinant DNA technology, which inserts the gene into a host organism such as bacterium to produce human insulin. We have here human growth hormone. For children, growth is insufficient because of genetic problems. So, this can treat short stature in children with genetic condition by increasing their growth rate to help them reach a more normal adult. Human growth hormone like product of insulin, like growth factors na tumutulong sa pag-regulate ng blood sugars levels and promotes growth in bones and tissues. Pinapataas din ito ang mga concentration and glucose and free fatty acid in the blood system. Second, we have interleukin-2 for treatment of cancer. So, this interleukin-2 is an immunotherapy that boosts the immune system to fight cancer. Interleukin-2 plays a vital role in the immune system at dysregulation. Ito ay maaaring mag-contribute sa iba't ibang sakit. Ito ay therapeutic application, continue to explore sa paggamot ng cancer, HIV at iba pang immune na nauugnay sa mga disorder. Factor 8. So, factor 8 is an essential blood clotting protein, also known as anti-hemophilic factor, AHF. It plays a critical role in the intrinsic pathway of blood coagulation. So, blood clotting, factor 8 helps form a stable blood clot by activating factor 10. So, we have here treatment at factor 8. So, first, replacement therapy. Factor 8 concentrates or recombinant factor 8 are used to replace the deficient protein. So, number 2 treatment is desmopressin, a synthetic hormone that stimulates factor 8 released from storage sites. So, inheritance sa factor 8. So, number 1, males more likely to be affected as they have only one X chromosomes, and females typically carries as they have two X chromosomes but can be affected in rare cases. So we have also erythropoietin. Ang meaning ng erythro is red blood and poietin is to make. And erythropoietin is for treatment of anemia and a hormone primarily produced by the kidney with smaller amounts produced by the liver. It plays a crucial role in the production of red blood cells. So we have key functions of erythropoietin. So first, stimulates blood cells production. It promotes the proliferation cells sa bones marrow na humahantog sa pagtaas ng production ng ating red blood cells. So, we have regulates oxygen delivery. Like, sa pamagitan ng pagkontrol ng production ng red blood cells, tumutulong erythropoietin na mapanatili ang enough na pag-deliver ng oxygen sa mga tissues and organism. So, deficiency and disease of characterized by reduced red blood cells production and pagbaba ng pag-deliver ng oxygen sa mga tissues.
A vector delivers the therapeutic gene into a patient target cell. The larger cell becomes infected with the viral vector. The vector's genetic material is inserted into the target cell. Functional proteins are created from the therapeutic gene, causing the cell to return to a normal state. For example, na company na gusto bagong uri na insulin para sa mga tao na may diabetes. Ang ilang sundon na way para makamake og bagong insulin is enzyme for DNA, vehicle vector, host cell, and cultural media. Mao na ilang sundon para makamake sila og bagong insulin. First nilang himuon is nagakuha sila og DNA sa tao para makahimo og insulin, then ginaputol nila ang DNA ng tao gamit ang restriction enzyme. Tapos ginaisan nila ang mga DNA sa mga tao sa plasmid vector. Tapos ang mga giisa na mga DNA mo na lang ginatawag na recombinant DNA sa bacteria para makahimo og insulin. Tapos nagagamit pud sila og PCR para mabalaan nila na epektibo ang ilang nahimo na insulin para sa mga tao na diabetes. Basic steps involved in recombinant DNA technology. First, isolation of the gene of interest. Second, preparation of vector DNA and DNA to be cloned. Third is insertion of the gene to the vector molecule and ligation. Fourth is introduction of the vector DNA to the appropriate host cell. And lastly is application of the recombinant DNA molecule in host cell. For example, kag naisakit sa dugo ang isa ka tao, like i-experiment na nila ang dugo para malaan o kung saan ang reason and paano nag-start ang disease. Ug na sila specific na gamit para mabalaan nila ang cause of disease para mahimuan nila og tambal na effective.